Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another PUBG video. We are doing another patch notes update. This time it's not over gameplay. We're going to go over the patch notes from the game itself. I'll show you how you can access them from the game. I think personally the game has not been in a stable state since the next gen update. And the reason I say that is that like every week we get these like 6 GB updates, and until recently, like yesterday, we got 23 GB update. We don't really know exactly what the content of this update is, but from what I understood, it's kind of a like a prerequisite for the upcoming update next week, patch 39.1. So they probably didn't want to drop 100 GB update on us, so they are just sending it separately, I would say, because I feel like the game has not been stable in a sense where, like, I noticed, for example, that the graphics are better, which is good, but the game feels a little faster. I think that my previous high sense does not work anymore. I mean, it works, but not as effectively as it used to. So I felt like I was forced to lower my sense quite a bit. I'm working on a new sense. It's not complete yet. I can show it to you super quick, actually. Um, so I'm still playing on Dead Zone Zeros, but then I lowered the general sense. I used to have it like above 18, and then I lowered all my sense. 15x, I just don't use it. But anyway, that's not the purpose of the video. The purpose of the video is to look at the, no, not here. Look at the patch notes. You can access them from here, and then there you go, 39.1. So let me make it a little bigger for you because I'm not doing it on my PC. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so patch notes. The update will be dropping for console on December 11th at 1 a.m. UTC time. That's the UK time, GMT time. So for US, it will be around 8 p.m. on December 10th. So keep an eye on that. I don't know how big the update will be, but if yesterday's update was 23 GB, I would expect this to be bigger. So hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. The biggest change I would say is that we have some gun balance updates. That's for me the biggest change. But in terms of the content, we're getting a new air angle, which is pretty cool actually. So they're adding some snow. It's like the theme is like there's a climate change and there's a satellite that crashed on air angle. So we have a lot of snow, like some freeze. Like you can see here, this tabler has changed. They have freezing. I never land in this area, so I probably will land just once just to see the changes. The also one interesting change is the shelter. They're adding like I think it's like a secret shop, but it's not secret because it's in shelter. So you can just go there and get premium loot. Pretty cool, right? And then the military base and boatyard, which are two areas where I like to land in. But I mean, they're pretty much the same, but they're just adding some snow visual effects. I do like the fact that they are not creating a new map this time, rather just changing an existing map, which is something that I really like, as opposed to just give us a new really bad map like Rondo and Destin. Like the last week, I had a horrible time playing this game because all I got was Rondo and Destin on repeat. I just hated my life recording. Anyway, so the bridge, there's an interesting little crash on the bridge. The river underneath it is partially, if I understood correctly, partially frozen. So there are no ferries. I believe that you can still swim, but not the whole river. So we're gonna have to see. Some open areas in the south of the map are like is now frozen. You have some added cover, I would say, which is pretty good because I think Erangel was lacking a little bit of cover aside from trees. And then you can also see like these are added some snow like piles where you can use as cover, which is pretty good. And this interesting thing here that you could probably use it to climb on the balcony of this house, which is good because some people love camping in these houses. So that's nice. Now, when it comes to the blue zone itself, apart from team deathmatch, so if you're sitting in the blue, you used to be able to just open your scope normally. We just get some damage indicators, but now you have a freezing effect. it's fine. I mean, there's not much to it, but it's nice to see. The interesting thing is that the jammer pack does not block the freezing effect. It blocks you from taking damage, but not the freezing effect. Um, they're introducing a BZ grenade, BZ grenade launcher. So it's like a smoke grenade launcher. It's like it's a pistol that you can equip. You'll be able to fire BZ grenades, like same as smokes, but they do less damage than the BZ grenade, right? And if I understood correctly, they can be like they can attach. So once you fire them to a wall, they can be attached to a wall or to a roof, right? That's pretty cool. It's like a Semtex grenade, but it's not a grenade, it's a BZ. Really, really interesting to see how it will work. Because I do like the BZ grenade. It can flush people out of cover. Like if they're taking a cover behind the rock and they're trying to keep you or something, you can just attach this BZ to the rock itself, and boom, they have to move. Very good tactic. Weather changes again. You're gonna experience the snow yourself when playing the game, which is pretty cool. Not gonna lie, but I hope it's not as loud as the thunder and as bright as the thunderstorm that is on Tego. These changes are fun, so we'll see. Um, this is how the map will look like overall. You're gonna see that you have some snow. The rivers, or I don't know if that's a river, it's an island, so the sea is not completely frozen, but the ferries have stopped. You don't see the dots for the ferries anymore. And then yeah, the plane has some ice on it. Now this is the most interesting part for me, the gunplay. VSS is finally getting a nerf. I cannot be happier. I just don't like the gun. I think it's easy to use and it's annoying to play against because, well, obviously just the sound. You don't know where you're getting shot at from, and people laser you. And it uses the 9 mil bullets, so I believe, I can't be 100% sure, but I believe with the aim punch, it's just very annoying. Now, the the SLR and the SKS buffs are very interesting. Um, I do like the SLR, and I'm very happy that it's getting a buff. I'm probably gonna definitely start using it more often because I do like it I think as of now it's one of the best for me DMRs in the game. SKS has always been really bad, but you can see that they're buffing the horizontal recoil by 10%. 10% is going to be significant because I think the SKS doesn't have much of a or annoying kick to it, like a vertical recoil. I think that's easily to control. But the most annoying part about the SKS is the muzzle velocity. That is a huge update for the SKS. They don't mention by how much, which is annoying. So we're going to have to test it and see. But potentially the SKS will have some, well, potential. um, because the bullet used to be very slow, so it's just so hard to hit your targets, but it's easy to rapid fire the SKS. By rapid fire, I don't mean like before the DMR nerf, but when it's fully equipped with the lightweight and the cheek pad and the compensator, the SKS is pretty good. Uh, well, after this update. So we're gonna have. I think these are like exciting changes. I hope these two weapons get more playtime. I think they're very good, fun weapons to use. So we're gonna have to wait and see. But I'm very happy with the gun changes so far. Now, AUG and M4. Okay, M4. I'm gonna start with the M4 first because this is a much needed buff for the M4. Horizontal recoil has been the worst part of the M4 recently. That's why the only grip that would work on it was maybe the angled, maybe the half grip, but the angled. Um, Now, whether 5% is going to be very significant, we're going to have to see. I think so, yes. I do think the M4 will be good. Will it be as good as the AUG? That's the question. Because you can see that they're nerfing the AUG by 4%. Sorry, horizontal recoil on the AUG by 4%, but they're buffing them for by 5%, which tells you that they are trying to balance the weapons out. I don't know if they're trying to make the AUG bad. That's we're gonna have to wait and see, because there's the barrel. They're not touching the barrel. So let's make the AUG worse, the M4 better. Are we just replacing the AUG with the M4 and that's it? So the meta will be barrel AUG, barrel M4 instead of barrel AUG. Why don't you make the meta barrel AUG and M4? So I hope with these numbers, we will get a meta where AUG, M4, and barrel will be almost at the same level, and then let people choose what they want to pick up. Easy. So overall, I really like the changes. Although I love the AUG, but I think it's the best AR in the game, and make it a little harder to use. My problem is with this update is that SMGs are still gonna win against ARs, and that's what I think it's lacking a little bit. But hopefully in the future, that's a step in the right direction. So I hope in the future they're look at SMGs. Now there's a collaboration with Balenciaga. I have no idea. I mean, I had to Google this. It's like I don't know, like a footwear or bags. I don't know. I don't know. My wife is looking at me in a weird way, but anyway. So they're doing their some bot refinement changes. Slight bot difficulty slightly reduced. I didn't think they were difficult at all, but they're annoying. That's for sure. Now PC UGC Alpha, that is only for PC. I think it's really fun. I tried it for PC once, and it's very fun. I hope they extend this to console, maybe in the future. But it's basically custom matches where you can just do pretty much whatever, and it's very fun. But I'm not going to talk about it too much now because it's not on console, so that's not affecting us. Ranked will be reset. I haven't played ranked in ages, so I'm not very interested in it. But just the thing is that it's gonna be reset, and the weapon skin is the FAMAS that as a reward. Now arcade, I think that's interesting for a lot of people because a lot of people play team deathmatch, including myself when I try to test new sensitivities and stuff. Map selection for probabilities, that's very important because how often have we seen these ridiculous sniper maps that are so annoying to play, and then you see people leaving just as soon as the map loads. A lot of people leaving. Okay, I would want to play a sniper map once, but not like 4 times on repeat. Come on, I just want to practice my gun, my shooting abilities, my sensitivities, my sprays. I don't want to snipe the whole, like, I don't know, 4 matches in a row. All spawn kits are level 2 gear. Very good, because now SMGs and snipers are level 2 gear, but then you have ARs with level 1 gear. So if you pick an SMG, not only you are bulkier, but also you could just laser people. So that's a good change for arcade because a lot of people play it. I do play it a lot mainly to test new sensitivities and stuff. Intense Battle Royale, I just don't play it. Some people do. That they're adding a recall system. I don't think that's very necessary because the games are very short. So whatever. Pan, okay, good if people want to have some fun. Casual mode, I always thought this is a little tricky because people use this. Some people use this mode to just pad stats to increase their KD, but they're doing something to address this. Later on, I'll show you, which is very important. I think a lot of people's KD will drop, but I'll show you why. So it's now 60 minutes, which is good because some people just don't like the stress about PUBG. They just like to play casual mode, and if they get killed by tryhards who are trying to pad stats at the beginning of every game, then there you go. They can't play casual mode anymore. So that's a very good change for them. Workshop, I'm not gonna go over it. I just don't care. Survivor Pass, the only thing that I want to look at is the 50% BP boost, which is great. That used to be 10, 20, 30. Now it's 50%, which is great because I use BPs to buy contraband, but the Battle Pass no longer provides contraband coupons, which is, I'll have to wait and see. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Career mode. This is the changes that I was mostly they're replacing the KD with average kills. So what that means is that let's take an example. If you play 10 games and you get 1 kill in each game, but you win 9 games, you just camp it out, you win 9 games, and then you die once. The KD ratio used to be calculated by doing 10 kills over 1 death. So your KD would be 10. It's not really an accurate reflection of your skill in terms of killing people, but other stats are like can reflect how good you are at winning games, right? Like your average placement, for example. So what they're doing now is that they're taking, for the same example, they're taking 10 kills over 10 games. So your KD is 1. So your KD is gonna drop from 10 to 1. So yeah, that's a good change. A lot of people now would see their KD drop, I think, because a lot of teams, like a lot of good teams, that they win a lot, they don't get a lot of kills. They do win a lot, so their KD is just they don't die because they win. Their KD is very high, but it's not very accurate reflection of how many kills they're getting. So I think that's an interesting change you're gonna see. So we'll see how people like it, but I do like it. Anyway, they're doing some bug fixes. I'm not going to go over them. That's probably it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one.